Hello, my lovely sunshiners. I wanted to come on today and share something with you that a lot of people probably won't think about, to be honest. And this is therapy lessons from pop culture, what Barbie, Wednesday, and Ted Lasso teach us about mental health. Today, we're going to get cozy with pop culture, but not just for fun. We're diving into the unexpected therapy lessons hiding inside Barbie's existential crisis, Wednesday Addams' unwavering optimism. Yep, your Netflix binge might just be the group therapy you wanted or needed in disguise. Let's talk about Barbie. Barbie and her identity crisis. The 2023 movie gave us more than just glitter. It gave us an existential spiral because she goes from a perfect plastic world to asking herself, who am I outside of what I've been told to be? And that can happen to quite a lot of us. You know, we we're told what we are supposed to be, we're told what we're meant to be, but we never actually think about who we are. And on the outside of that, we never really think about it. So what is the therapeutic takeaway from this film? So many of us wear masks. We shapeshift for family, for culture, for gender, for just norms in general. But like Barbie, we start to crack under the pressure of perfection. The turning point is self awareness. What do I want? What feels true to me? Do you actually know the answer to those questions? If somebody asked you, what do I want? What feels true to me, would you know the answers to them just off the top of your head? Because I can guarantee you that 99% of people won't have a clue. They just wouldn't know what it is that they want. So next we'll look at Wednesday Addams and her emotional boundaries. We all have a picture of Wednesday. She's anti-people. She doesn't want to be, she seems a very sullen character. And she has a very pleasing energy about her. She owns her own weirdness, which, that is a really good place for her to be in. She sets boundaries, even if it makes people feel uncomfortable, and she values solitude as much as connection. Wednesday Addams knows where she wants to be, and she knows what her boundary lines are. And although people might think that that makes her a bit hard, a bit miserable, a bit, just not nice, that isn't actually true. She owns her own weirdness. So, what therapeutic takeaway can we, you know, steal from Wednesday Addams? And it's this: if you struggle to say no or you feel guilty for needing alone time, then Wednesday teaches us that self-protection isn't selfish. It's necessary, and it's okay not to be liked by everyone. You see it such a lot on social media where people are frightened of putting themselves out there because they don't want the trolls, they don't want their, people saying nasty comments and stuff like that. But you just be you and you keep going and you keep doing the things that you want to do. You know, it is okay not to be liked by everyone. You don't have to be liked by everyone. It's nice if people do like you. But if they don't, well, that's their problem and not yours. So you could take that from Wednesday Addams. Now the next one is Ted Lasso's, I think it is, and emotional resilience. Now Ted is charming and cheerful, but underneath he is a man grieving, growing, and still choosing kindness. He's very surface level, um, and you don't actually see how he's paddling like mad underneath. And in a lot of people, you won't see that. Men are very good at masking things that are going on. They're very good at saying, I'm fine, I'm fine, but they're not. And inside they've got this turmoil of, struggles going on that they just don't know how to express themselves about it. So what therapeutic takeaway can we take from Ted? Well, we can take that kindness is not a weakness. Never ever see your kindness as a weakness, because it isn't. Optimism can be very good for a survival tool. So being optimistic about everything, always seeing the bright side of everything, not having a glass half full as opposed to a glass half empty. And we all know people like that who, no matter what happens in their life, they always see glass half empty. And Ted's character also reminds us that you can carry pain and still lead with your heart. That's what he gives us, that you can still carry the pain, but you can still lead with your heart and be heartfelt. These characters might live on screens, but their struggles mirror ours. So next time you're watching TV, pay attention. There's always healing hidden within a storyline. Let me know in the comments which character you're most drawn to that you could have taken the therapy lesson or therapy session from. Who has helped you lately? What characters in what film have made you think, yeah, I resonate with that? Just have a think about that and put it in the comments. And as always, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Love you all. See you soon.